So we're going to be talking about the muscles that are primary movers of the shoulder, starting with supraspinatus. The supraspinatus muscle, the origin is the supraspinatus fossa, and the insertion is the greater tubercle of the humerus. The action is first 15-20 degrees of shoulder abduction, that's abduction, and it also helps to externally rotate the humerus. And the nerve innervation is suprascapular nerve, which is nerve root C5, C6. The next muscle, infraspinatus. The origin is the infraspinatus fossa. The insertion is the greater tubercle of the humerus, just posterior to where the supraspinatus sits, and it has the same nerve innervation as the supraspinatus. The next muscle we're going to be talking about is the subscapularis muscle. The origin of that is the subscapularis fossa, and the origin is actually the lesser tubercle, so the action of that will help medially rotate the humerus, and it actually has a dual innervation of nerves, so the innervation is upper and lower subscapular nerve. The next muscle we're going to be talking about is the teres minor. So that sits on the lateral border of the scapula about midway, and that will attach to the greater tubercle of the humerus just posterior to where the infraspinatus sits, and that will help with external rotation of the humerus just like the infraspinatus muscle. And those four complete the rotator cuff muscles. So we have supraspinatus, infraspinatus, subscapularis, and teres minor. So we're going to talk about a few more muscles here that also help the shoulder move. The next one is teres major, which sits under teres minor. So that's at the inferior aspect of the lateral border of the scapula. And that actually wraps around and attaches to the medial aspect of the humerus. So that helps with medial rotation. And the last muscle we're going to be talking about, and that's innervated by the lower subscapular nerve, which is nerve root C5, C6. And the last muscle we're going to be talking about is the deltoid, and the origin of that is the clavicle, the acromion, and the spinal scap. Just like the insertion of the trapezius, except for it's on that outer aspect of it. And the deltoid inserts on the deltoid tuberosity of the humerus, and the action of the deltoid is everything except for adduction. So it can abduct, it can flex the humerus, it can extend it, it can internally rotate, it can externally rotate, and it can do all these things because it has three separate heads. So it can function its anterior head with flexion, or its posterior head with extension, or its medial head with abduction. And the nerve root, and that's innervated by the axillary nerve, which is nerve root C5 and C6.